Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house. And today I've got the Neon NL, I've got the Neon Frag, and I've got the Neon Zero here with me for a quick comparison review. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful knives. They're gonna be a little bit different in price because this guy is the cheapest of the bunch. The price is gonna be $550. These two are gonna be $700 each. Overall size of this guy, this size is the same by the way. It's gonna be 7.7 inches with 3.5 overall inch blade, but cutting edge a little bit shorter. Another difference is that the NL is sporting an LMAX steel, whereas these two guys are gonna be using M390 steel. So of course this guy is gonna be cheaper because of the cheaper steel used. Also, this guy is not sporting any backspacer whatsoever, as opposed to these two guys over here. So, as you can see, this is the biggest difference probably after the steel employed. So you have three, let's call them standoffs, prongs over there, and just one standoff going on over here. So they eliminate the use of another screw right there, but they maintain the rigidity of the structure. Whereas in the Zero and in the Frag, they're gonna use just a full, not full size, but almost full size 3D milled titanium backspacer with integrated lanyard hole right over here. Whereas in the NL, the lanyard hole is achieved through milling and drilling through the presentation scale, right over there. Also, another little difference that I noticed is the flipper tab. If you can see, like that, you see, there's a slight difference. So this first jimping going on over here is a little bit, maybe like that, it's a little bit bigger than this guy, and I noticed because also it's the same as the other Frag Neon Zero. So pretty interesting. So basically the Neon Zero and the Frag are the same knife, just with some milling going on over here. This is of course is the Monkey Edge edition, and the clip is gonna be absolutely the same. Everything is the same. What is going to be changing is the weight, because the Frag is going to be weighing in at 2.7 ounces and the Zero is going to be 2.9 ounces, so 0.2 ounces due to the fact that, guess what? Yeah, you have some milling going on which removed some material. So logically this guy is a little bit lighter than the Zero. But also the Neon NL is lighter than the Zero because of the lack of the backspacer and the lack of internal milling. So if you can see right over here, you see some internal milling, it's not really a skeletonization, there's some just milling, very, very light. Whereas in these two guys, you have heavy skeletonization going on. Look at that. They milled out pockets inside also, of course, in the Frag, and this is gonna translate into a reduced weight, but for this guy because of the lack of backspacer, but not that much because of the lack of internal milling. So just keep that in mind. Also, another difference, sorry, is the jimping. So, for example, the jimping on the Neon Zero is the new jimping that is going on, for example, with the new F3 from Shirogorov, and this is the, let's say, the old jimping, but it's not really a matter of new and old, it's just different designs. So you're gonna notice that. Of course, another big difference is going to be the blade shape, because the NL is basically using the shape that is employed in the F95. So whereas this guy is employing the blade shape used in the F3. You see? Let's do like that so we are centered, and you can see that NL drops down gently, like over here, whereas the Zero and the Frag, of course, they have like an angle over here, like the F3 and S right there. So this is gonna translate into, and of course the swedge is going on, and the same different style jimping right there. So this is gonna translate into a different blade shape for sure, because you can see clearly that the belly is different. So Neon Zero and the Frag, they have belly up to, I would say, 60%, and then a straight edge right over there. Whereas this guy has a belly a little bit longer, like maybe 70%, and then straight edge right up to the sharpening choil. So that's another little difference that I thought to mention. Also, of course, these guys are gonna run all on multi-row bearing system, so same pivoting mechanism, but what is gonna be different is gonna be the sound. So check this out. This is the Neon Frag. Opening, closing, opening, and this is the Neon NL. Opening, closing. So lighter, and this is the Neon Zero. See? So very, very different sounds because the internal milling is different, because the steel is different, and the materials employed are different for the blade. So I'm assuming that there's something going on that is going to make the sound change, because they have very similar sounds but a little bit different. Also, something else to notice is that the Neon NL is sporting a full flat grind, whereas these two guys have a little bit of flat going on over here. Of course, no billboarding for these guys on the presentation side, only the marking of the steel in the back, and they are sporting also the Shirogorov logo in the back and in the front for the NL, but overall I cannot see other differences between these three guys. So I mean, it's you're not gonna go wrong with any of these three. They're both very, very EDCable knife, very little options from Shirogorov, and pretty solid blades. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.